Okay, with the Panda dunks.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, with the black and white.
Just came regular with the,
You got the-
you know what I'm
with
saying?
with the black and white
Eagles.
jeans. Oh, with the black and white. Oh, yo, shout out to the Eagles, bro.
I know, right?
Going to the fucking Super Bowl.
I know, in 3 years. Second time in 3 years.
Yeah.
2018 or 19, whatever it was. Maybe more than that.
Yeah. Was it before
7.
COVID? Felt like. I think so.
I think so. Yeah, well.
I don't know. I'm curious now.
You think you're going to win?
Yeah. I don't know, man. I feel like the Chiefs is like favored by the higher ups.
Of course.
You know?
Of course.
Like the marketing and all that stuff is better.
Of course. I mean, I think it's everything. It's to Taylor Swift, no one pop
Yeah,
star.
yeah, you know?
Then you got the...
It's betting.
Yeah. Then you got the brother. His name Travis Kelce.
Yeah. It's a nice story.
Mm-hmm.
Money-making story, I like to think. That's so...
And think about it, too. You know, Andy Reid used to be our coach. He used to be Philadelphia's coach.
Yo, that is right.
One heck of a
Every
story.
time I see him, I ain't gonna lie, I like him, though. Andy Reid, I can't even say nothing bad about him, you know?
He was cool.
I was getting ready to say that fat man. You know? I was like, nah. I like Andy, though. He was good, man.
Andy was solid, man.
He was good.
You know what's crazy, man? When he was here with us, after a while, we started losing. Everybody was like, we got to get rid of Andy.
Yeah.
But then now, I mean, still to this day.
You know
like,
what? The way I see it is like after Philly, going anywhere else, you're like, man, like they could focus on just winning.
Oh, I got you.
You know what I mean? Philly's a different animal. So it's just like
is.
dealing with, because it's like, you know how they say when everything's going good, nobody's not saying much. But as soon as things going bad, everybody got something to say.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
Of
So
course.
you're good, you're loved. But if you're doing bad, it doesn't matter what the past looked like.
Exactly.
You know, so I feel like Philly, if you could survive Philly, going anywhere else is like holding less weights.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, so funny story, my chiropractor, he's a Commanders fan.
Okay.
And we were there. I went to go see him, whatever. He was cracking my back, and he was telling me about the last time he was at the game, and it was in Philly. And he said, like, he would never do it again because the fans threw a beer can at him, cussed him out. You know what I'm saying? Like, he said when they got like a first down, he clapped his hand and stood up, and he said somebody from the back was like, "Shut the fuck down." You know what I mean? Like, so, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just goes on to say like what you just said. Like, Philly is a little bit different.
Yeah. No, it's true. But you know what? I would say today is not as bad. I would say the team that gets it the worst is Dallas. Dallas fans, of course, they got it. But I think they get it nationally everywhere but Texas.
Of course.
You know, so.
I mean, you know, definitely we don't like Dallas either. Dallas is trash.
Dallas is trash. I just don't get it.
Yeah,
I don't get how they're America's team. I feel like the Eagles should be.
Because Texas, man. So
yeah.
And I think you know, football, NFL is kind of like breed out of Texas. Like you kind of like.
That's true. You know what? The movie's The Little Rascals, Giants versus. I was like, that's what put them on. Yo, every time I was like, yo, I wanted to be a fucking. I want to wear the star too.
Exactly.
So that movie put them on.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? It's breed in Texas, so that's why. That's all.
Right. Where were you at last night?
Last night, oh man. So my mom, she's got 36 years clean, right? Shout out to my mom.
Shout out to your mom.
So she did a 36-year anniversary party at this event in South Philly.
Okay, where at?
Right there by excuse me. You know where the FedEx right there on Ferry, whatever, Grace Ferry, FedEx, bro, FedEx, the big main hub of FedEx on Grace Ferry Ave. This guy. How you rep Southwest and then you don't know what I'm talking about?
On Grace Ferry Ave?
It's FedEx. Have you ever had to pick up a package from FedEx before?
No. They deliver. Like, why would I go pick up? Did you guys hear this motherfucker? Go pick up a package from FedEx. Why the fuck would I? No, they deliver, bro. Yo, you used to work for UPS.
Sometimes they don't deliver, man, so you gotta pick the shit up. But the FedEx joint on Grace Ferry, bro, is right there.
Nah, bro. You know what? You know why I don't go pick up from FedEx? Because I don't live in Philly no more. You know that too, bro. I'm in the same place.
Yeah, right. They
bro,
can leave
there
it.
was
They
a
can
time
leave that shit.
where UPS, I couldn't find a package. I called to the office. Bro, they went on high alert. I had their manager call me. Hey, they said you missed. Let me call my. I was like, oh, this is different. They had the employee call me that did the route that day. I was like, did you find it? Because they're asking me.
Yeah, bro.
I was like, yo, this is different. It's really different.
Yeah, I remember one time I was delivering out in North Philly in UPS. and I deliver. It's like probably like my third to the last stop of the day.
Right.
So I knock on the door. The girl comes to the door. She signs the board. I deliver it. Walk away. Get in the truck. By the time I got back to the depot, they was like, she said she never got it. I'm like, what you mean? She's like, yeah, you delivered some package to the house. She said she never got it. She already reported it stolen. I'm like, reported it stolen? Yo, I just met her. Like, I just saw her come to the door. Like, she came half-ass naked. Like, I know exactly what she had on. Like, everything. They were like, yeah, it was stolen.
You delivered it, though.
I delivered it.
And she said it was stolen.
Yeah, she already said it was
so
stolen.
what happened?
They replaced it.
That's it.
Yeah. But then now she's got to pick up all her packages from UPS.
Right, like she's on the blacklist.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a real thing.
Yeah, right. I know. I didn't either until.
Right. Until that happened. So she was like your first blacklisted client.
Yeah.
She's salty.
Yeah. But she was doing it all the time. She was ordering like designer stuff from Neiman Marcus or whatever.
Makes sense. Got to put insurance on that then.
You already know it comes with insurance. That's why they always just replace it.
Damn. So she could just doubling up then.
Pretty much.
Damn.
Or she get a refund.
Like I do a lot of like trial and error with Amazon. I won't say trial and error. Like I just because it's so easy to purchase things.
Right.
I'll purchase it, but a lot of let's be real, everybody. A lot of times you're buying shit you don't fucking need. All right, great advertisement, great marketing. It leads you to fucking Amazon. One click away and it's fucking ordered. And I'm like, oh, this shit's too easy.
In a day or two.
In a day or two, sometimes that day. When I see 5 p.m. to 9 p.m., I was like,
yeah.
today,
Give me.
buy it.
Yep. Give me.
I take that, and then when it comes, I'm like, I don't really need this.
Yeah, I know.
And then I just return it.
Yeah.
Get an experience, return it.
Me too.
Then I start to see this like pattern that I was like, oh, I can really test out an item. But I've been doing it for years. I've been doing it for years that they sent me an email.
Real shit. What'd they say?
They said, Mr. Sun, we're experiencing a high volume of returns. And bro, I didn't know that was a real thing.
Me either.
Right. I still got it. So I was like, oh, shit. I was like, so I kind of stopped purchasing for a little bit. So now I'm like, hey, Nikki, babe, can you?
You make her get it. Put on her shit.
I returned it.
You know the countdown.
I know. Yeah. No, but I've been doing this for years, bro. And I always told my family, I was like, why is it that, they get to take advantage of us and knowing that sometimes when we make a purchase, we may be lazy and not return it.
Right.
Right there, it's a thing. So I was like, why can't I take advantage of their policies?
Of buying and taking it back.
Buy and see if and it was like, hey, I don't need it anymore. It's actually an option. I opened it up.
Right.
But all the packaging here, but I don't need it anymore. I was like, they give you that option. And then now, I was like, I never felt wrong for taking advantage of using their policies. I was like, why is it wrong when they take advantage of us? I was like, we're just playing the game back,
Right.
But.
Well, you want to hear a story? I'll tell you a story about Amazon. So I don't know if you know this, but every package or anything you order from Amazon, especially like Audible, right? Whenever you buy a book from Audible.
Okay.
Right,
yeah,
Audible
they give you like a 1 credit a month.
Well, you don't necessarily own it. You have a perpetual lease agreement from Amazon to use this item.
Okay.
However way you want to until it dies.
Right.
And this is kind of like what they're doing with the cars. You know how like Ford, they say if you don't make your payment, they'll shut your shit off and you can't turn it on. You heard about that?
No way.
Yeah, like so.
The electric cars.
Yeah, electric cars, and also like regular ones too. Like if you get.
I mean, I guess they're equipping shit into it.
Well, this is the part of that whole thing they're saying is that you're using Ford's manufacturer service to use the car, so therefore they still own the software.
Oh wow, that's some loophole type shit.
It is some loophole. That's how they.
It's like you never own the car then.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. You don't really own it. So like that's how the whole Amazon thing. That's why you're able to return shit like that because you never really own it anyway. You really just got a lease agreement for this item.
Oh.
A lifetime lease agreement.
So you're saying I could get an Audible, read it, and then return it? Oh, that's pretty dope.
Yeah, pretty much.
You've been doing that. You return an Audible.
Amazon all day. I do the same
College
thing.
students, you better tap into this hack.
Just buy a book and then return it.
Right, download the whole book, return it, print it out.
That's it, and then you're good. But even like with the returns and shit, so I've been doing that too lately with Amazon. Like I'll buy something just because I feel like I need it at that time. But then when they come and be like,
yeah,
I don't really need this.
Change your mind.
Yeah, I don't need this. I'll just send it back.
That's why that email, like, I know a lot of motherfuckers returning shit. Why am I getting spotted?
Yeah, you probably don't want it.
Bro,
Five
I'm buying
joints a month.
everything, returning everything.
Yeah, see.
I know.
tripping.
If I'm buying,
At least keep one.
bro, if I'm buying an item of like, let's just say nails. I know. Let's say nails. I'm buying a 50 pack.
Okay.
When I get it, 10. Return the
Yeah.
bro, I met somebody like me don't need 50 nails, bro.
That's true. Listen, you're the only one because I do something
I got
like
bold though because I be buying like 3-pack Scullies.
Right.
Keep 2 return.
Yeah, you're a wild boy.
I know, bro.
You at least,
Nikki be talking so much shit to me, but I guess because you gotta keep doing it. So, and I was like, dang, they got me.
But they ain't saying nothing though. You know what I'm saying? They're only saying them because you got a lot of returns.
Bro, I ain't giving the whole story. In the email,
That's funny.
In the email, it said, some of your return don't come back with a correct amount. I'm like, who the fuck is counting 50 or 100 pieces of like plastic clips? So I'm like, I guess somebody is a quality control or something. I'm like, how the fuck? Because I order like these like 100 plastic things.
It's by weight, bro.
I guess. I was thinking like, there's a camera that just takes a picture and does the 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, no, man, it's by weight. They load by weight.
Oh, man.
So if your package
I'm ordering like dual HDMI cables that come in a 2-pack.
Yeah, you're crazy. Yo, just buy one and return another bullshit cord you don't need.
I've been doing that too,
Yeah,
bro.
that's what I've been doing.
That too. I'm buying sweatshirts, returning my old. Nah, I ain't doing that. I ain't returning. I'm just kidding, y'all. You know what? I got more bold because I'm returning it to like third spot. Like even the Amazon locker or Staples or like Amazon Fresh locker or whatever, right? I'm like, man, these motherfuckers ain't the workers.
Yeah, no.
They're not like.
They're not checking it.
They're not QAing the product. I was
no.
like, oh, that's when my confidence went.
Me both. Me both.
My shit went to the universe.
Right.
Oh shit.
They be like, you got anything else?
Right.
Oh, yeah. Boop. Yep. Give me my receipt, man.
Oh
Especially
my God,
at Kohl's.
bro.
I go to Kohl's all my Jones. They don't care. Kohl's,
Oh, yeah.
just scan it. Boop. Give my receipt.
Yo, I
I'm
love
done.
Staples.
Do you?
Staples is good.
Staples don't care either because they don't.
No, they don't care. They got the big boxes set up. Boop, doom, 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 doom.
Right. See?
And they give you a coupon
Do
at
they?
Staples for like a future purchase.
I mean, they give you one at Kohl's. They give you like
Yeah.
15, 20% off, but I usually just buy like wife beaters and shit. Some
Since
bullshit.
at Staples, I've been blowing up Ava's pictures.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
because
dope.
Staples do like
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
frames and stuff. Well, not frames, but they'll blow it up with the styrofoam thickness and stuff.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, that's dope. It's
Yeah.
like the easiest way to like
Turn
do
around.
like a poster or something
Yeah, I
that you
know,
really
right.
like,
Yeah, so in my crib, I got you know how you go to like one of those like arcades, so you take the pictures, and then it's like gives you 4 Jones.
Oh, that's hot.
So I blew one of those.
Blow
up.
that up.
Yeah, that
That's
shit was hot.
dope.
Me and my
That's
kids
dope.
and shit. That shit's dope.
Is it HD? A little blurry, right? I'm sure.
A little bit,
I'm sure.
but it's solid though. It you get the gist of it.
Got it. Yo, we went from your mom's birthday to
I know.
FedEx.
The fucking
So, all right, so the party. So you guys enjoyed her 36 years?
Yeah, she had a theme of a tea party. So like I dressed up like it was.
Oh, nice. Like you like Allison in Wonderland
yeah,
type shit. Okay, that's
exactly.
pretty
It's
dope.
like all women wore like those church hats with the nets and shit to go around.
Yeah,
it with
picture.
the-
Let me see.
Do I have a picture of it? I don't remember. I didn't take too many.
Church hat with the feather?
No, with the net.
The net. Church hat with the net. Like the net across your face, bro?
Yeah, like that.
You had one of those?
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
have
you
one.
did.
No, fuck out of here. I didn't have one, but my
You love net stuff.
Here goes a video of it.
Oh, got it.
And you see, I came with like some suspenders and shit.
Oh, okay. You doing this bow tie thing for real?
Yeah, you see me?
This guy, he
Yeah,
had to
some
mess it up with no gear.
Yeah, that's my
That's
mom.
dope. That's dope.
Yeah, so we had a tea party.
And then you guys watched the game there?
I mean, I was on my phone watching it. She was. I was supposed to be there serving tea to her and her friends.
Right.
But I was in the corner sitting there with my phone, like, man, watching.
Bro,
tea.
that
Fuck
game
this.
was lit.
It was.
That shit.
From the rip. You know what's so crazy? So, in my mind, I'm like, all right, when you get the ball first possession, they're just gonna kind of work it around. They're gonna throw.
Bro, when he ran that shit.
Bro, listen,
oh
I lost my whole parlay on this first run.
For real?
My whole fucking parlay was trash because he scored, and I had on there that he was gonna get a catch.
Right.
So because they ain't get no catch, he just
that was
fucking
out the
ran it
window.
back. It was it. I lost my money.
Yeah. Don't bet against the running back to catch it.
Yeah, no.
You better bet they
But
gonna
it was
run
a
it.
toss, though. I wish they would have gave my money because it was a toss. So he did
Yeah.
do a catch.
Yeah, that shit was lit. We were at Dave and Buster, and I was dreading going there
Really?
because I know the parking, bro. The moment we got there, the parking was like
Which one? The one on
Columbus.
Delaware Ave?
Yeah, Delaware Ave.
Oh,
Yep. And the
yeah,
parking was like a minute to go in, $30 at that.
Oh, that's crazy.
So I was dreading the experience of all of that. And then when we got there, bro, it was
lit.
live.
Yeah, I'm bet.
That shit was. My brother-in-law really wanted to tailgate and all that stuff,
Really?
but we didn't.
I wanted
So-
to go to the game.
I know. I mean, I don't mind just tailgating.
Yeah, but they had 2-hour tailgate with alcohol and food.
Oh, like something you could purchase.
Yeah, and
Who runs it, though?
seats.
Who runs it?
It was through the Eagles.
Oh, shit, no way.
And you get
Tailgating with who, though?
And you get to meet old Eagle players.
Oh, shit.
Excuse me, at the tailgate party.
How much?
1,300
Per person.
Mm-hmm.
That's not too bad,
That's why I
actually.
said the same thing, but I couldn't get nobody to go with me.
That's not too bad. It was my brother-in-law's birthday. I would have gifted him.
I mean, I just wanted one person to go with me.
I know.
So
I
ain't
would have
there.
went, bro. I would have took me and him.
Well, I should have fucking called
You
down.
should have told me, bro.
I should have.
Because normally, bro, we go to 4 or 5 games a year.
Do you?
Because
I never been. I never been to Eagles.
what, bro? He works at a pharmaceutical company and he does all the ordering for supplies and stuff, merchandise. And one of his suppliers has like season tickets every year.
For real?
So a lot of times, you know, and I can see that if you have season tickets year after year after year, it becomes like, nah, Dad, I don't want to go. Uncle, nah, man, I'll go. I only want to go to the Dallas Cowboys or some shit. You know what I mean? Like their favorite team, but when there is just like something that he just has extra tickets, he normally gives my brother-in-law 3. So me, him, and then will always bring like somebody else.
That's it. Yeah, I've never been.
And we're like, I don't know, 10, 15 seats from the, you know, in the season ticket holder area.
For real?
Yeah.
I mean, I was thinking about getting season tickets. I always say it, but I never
Man, it's
pulled the trigger.
live. It is live. But I remember the first time we went, you know, Nikki was like dressed warm, like making me pack up. And then when we were there, it was hot. And I thought it was in the Eagles game.
I know. I'm just saying, like, always imagine that it's cold.
Bro, it is fucking cold. But I was hot because she made me layer up. Right? So I'm thinking when we're there, like, yeah. And I'm thinking, like, damn, it's hot. I'm thinking it's hot because of the energy.
Right.
It's live.
Makes sense.
So the second time I go, I was like, yeah, you're not gonna fucking make me layer up. You know what I mean? And then I go, bro, I was fucking cold as shit.
Really?
Bro, I caught a fever.
For real?
Because bro, the moment I got there, I can't wait till this shit is over. It's like I was just cold. And I thought the live of the energy would keep me warm. I was wrong.
But you know, it's always better to take clothes off than to put clothes on.
I was wrong. And I was like, I'm never gonna question my wife again. From that morning, I was like, what the fuck happened? I was like, I guess it's not the energy. It was the layers.
Right.
So yeah, ever since then, like, because I got sick that one time, it deterred me from kind of going again. I'm like, I ain't trying to get sick, man.
That's because you fucking went there. You wear a t-shirt. You probably wear a t-shirt in the middle of
Bro,
January.
I know, knowing me, I just wasn't laid up. I was cold as hell.
I'm sure of it. You just don't make no sense.
But yeah, so I guess you didn't go to Broad Street or nothing.
Nah, man, no.
Yeah.
No, I went home. I'm too old for that.
I mean, 3 minutes before the game ended, I was like, babe, let's go. Because
You
we
went?
were in Dave and Buster. And I was like, we got to
right.
pass the stadium to get
Yeah,
home.
right.
I was like, I'm not trying to get stuck in that shit.
Definitely was.
And then I realized when we were going, it was 22 minutes. I was like, oh, cool. Perfect time. It was a little traffic in the stadium area. And then I realized that they cut off a lane to the far right so that anybody merging off of Broad Street has a clear lane to just go. They don't have to worry about signaling. I was like, that's fucking smart. So it's like 95 goes from 3 to 2 for the entry of Broad Street. Like, that's pretty smart. But now we missed all types of traffic. So
That's good.
bro, that shit was lit at Dave and Buster.
I know it was. It's just probably crazy.
I was dreading it too, and I was like, I'm glad we did it.
You was
know?
drinking?
Yeah, we was drinking. I got drunk, and I didn't eat or nothing. And we were gonna go eat after, or we were gonna sit there and eat.
Right.
But when we got there, it was a 2-hour wait or more.
So did y'all play games or just like stood at the bar?
Well, for the first half, we all just sat in the in the entrance, that long walk.
Oh yeah.
It was flooded with people,
I'm sure.
right? So we were just in that little right where the turn is where we were all stationed at, just watching with everybody. And then after halftime, the kids went to go play game. We were just watching it.
That's crazy.
No, but the crowd was lit, bro. The audience was lit.
I mean, he probably was in Philly during the divisional NFC championship.
Yeah, that shit was wild. Nigga was like, I didn't think it was gonna be packed. I was like, are you crazy?
What?
You know what was stupid?
The whole
bro?
city was green.
Dave and Buster had one person working the bar and like 2 or 3 servers. I was like,
That's stupid.
bro, they're stupid for not preparing. They
That's
lost
stupid.
probably so much money because there were tables that were empty that couldn't get served because, you know, they can only do so much.
Right.
The servers.
I was thinking they would
And I
have
was
made
like,
so
man,
much money.
whoever manager was there lost out on a lot.
You definitely should. They definitely should have had more servers and
Bro, it
probably
should have been way more.
extra bartenders because that's where your money's gonna be made. Because a $15
Yeah.
drink or $30 drink is a lot of profit.
Yeah, that shit was wild.
That's wild. That's dope.
Mhm.
Yeah, man. I wanted to go to the game, but I wound up being at my mom's party.
What about the Super Bowl? You gonna try to go there?
Hell no, bro.
The ticket's probably so much.
Bro, they're $7,000 a piece.
Damn.
I'm not.
That's like nosebleed too?
Pretty much.
Dang.
I'm not paying no $7 for it.
Right. That's
Not-
wild.
No.
I,
And you still gotta get down there. And you gotta sleep
right,
somewhere.
7 racks is a down payment
You know what I'm
for a
saying?
house.
Exactly. And you ain't even talking about, they're going to hike the prices up for a
Right,
hotel.
stay.
And you don't need to rent a car.
Hmm. Grocery stores. Nikki went grocery shopping that Sunday morning, and she felt like everything was priced up.
I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
All
Even Asian stores are pricing things up because they're
Really?
having more of an American audience come in.
oh, wow.
I was like, these motherfuckers, man.
That's
Almost got
crazy.
come in
That's
and mess
crazy.
shit up.
Oh,
You know?
damn. That's crazy.
I'm just kidding. Nah.
That's crazy.
You know, somebody made a, you know, FDR,
Mm-hmm.
the park, the food and all that stuff. Did you go last year?
No, I ain't got
Oh man, I gotta take you. We're gonna go this year, all right?
I know.
Give you a
we supposed
special
to go
tour.
last time. I remember. Damn, did I go in there one time? I've been there once. That was it.
It'll start sometime in March
Yeah. Been there
because
once.
April is Cambodian, Laos, Thai New Year,
Mhm.
so that's when it'll jumpstart. Definitely for April. But nah, we'll go and eat. But you know how that's like the Asian market, Southeast Asian market.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there were like outsiders saying, like, that they're taking up the space and all this stuff. And then somebody comment like, yo, you got Acme on 20th in Oregon. That's y'all space. It's right down the street, bro.
That's racist, bro.
I know
You
it
being
is racist, but
You're
it I ain't gonna lie, it kind of made sense.
You know, Acme also owns ShopRite, so
No way.
they're all the same.
Who's shot right? Mr. Brown, he ran for mayor.
Yeah, the Brown.
I thought he
family.
was black at first.
You know,
And I was like, oh, it's a white guy.
yeah.
He got money.
Mhm. Long money. Long.
Yeah.
There's one black guy who owns that grocery outlet up there on damn.
Grocery outlet, is that like a chain?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
He's the first black guy or black American, whatever, to own a grocery store on North Broad. So I think it's the one over there by PGW. I'm not
Got
PGW,
it.
PHA. I think it's that one.
Mm.
But he partnered with what's the name?
Mr. Brown?
No, Eastern Lost. Them too.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you know who they are.
No clue. I don't really go grocery
Mosaic.
shopping.
Mosaic.
Anything with food, I'm like the worst person to have a convo with.
Yeah. You don't even you don't.
I was thinking-
You said that. You said you don't even.
Well, I'm not a foodie like that. I felt like I should start a YouTube channel where, like, I go eat everywhere, and if I finish it, you know you gotta eat here.
Yeah, your taste buds ain't all like that.
I know. And then when I thought about it, I was like, nobody should even listen to me when it comes to like food. Like,
no,
don't even
no.
take what I'm saying. I probably eat like a French fry, like, oh shit.
Yeah, right.
You know, everybody go eat
It's
this
got
French
Old Bay
fry.
seasoning on it.
Everybody
You
like,
be
get
like,
the
"This
hell
is
out of
good."
here,
Nah.
French fry.
Nah.
That's the worst thing to review.
Right.
But yeah, bro, this is a pleasure having you here on the channel.
Likewise.
You know, everybody thinks I'm not trying to use the word podcast. You know what I mean? Because it comes with something, like a goal or an end in mind and stuff like that. And for me, I don't want this to feel like a podcast, but just a conversation where I genuinely want to conversate with somebody. Reason being is because I did like them during COVID, them Zoom meetings and stuff. You know, and Nick Tang allowed me to sit in it with Elijah hosting like North Jersey and stuff. And then when I was sitting in it, I was like, And as the guests are on, like 3 or 4 at a time, in my head, I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I don't really care because there's no real connection.
Right.
So my mind started to drift and stuff. I was like, there were no real questions that I had for them other than, oh, how'd you do that? Or, oh, that's amazing.
Right.
Oh, yo, guys love the strategy. You know what I mean? It wasn't genuine. So then because I had that experience, it made me think of what would this look like?
For you.
So and then, yeah, for me, right? And it made me think of Shannon Sharp, of him saying, like, I don't do interviews. I have conversational pieces. And I was like, I love that. I was like, it takes off, like, some type of pressure, you know?
Okay.
So when I had this opportunity to use this space, it wasn't something that I actually thought of doing at all, like having these conversations with people. It was just here, and I was like, you know what? He's giving me the option to use it too for a fee, and I was like, fuck it, let's get an experience.
Right. Why not?
You know what I mean? And then we negotiated, and he gave me a little bit more than what others get. So I was like, ah, man, fuck it, now I gotta try it. You know what I mean?
Now you gotta make it to a series.
Yeah. So then I was like, you know what? When I was thinking about it, all of December, I was like, I want to do it where there's no pressure or nothing, because people will come on here, you know. Even I think you asked, everybody asked, like, Sean, well, what's the topic? What's
Yeah,
you know, what are we talking about? And I was like, whatever the hell you want. And I tell him, I was like, I really genuinely want to conversate with you, get to know you better, give you the space to tell us what's going on in your life. And I genuinely want to hear about it. And I was like, I only want to do that from people, you know, I love and connect with,
Right.
or am interested in, you know? So it's just like, hey, whatever you want, really, because you asked, like, Sean, what is this? And I said, we're the creators of this, you know?
You just said that.
Yeah, we are the creators. We get to dictate what we want and how we want it.
Right.
And for me, I think it's just cool to kind of capture it, because 5-6 years later, I think it'd just be funny to look back at it.
Right.
You know,
Agreed.
like, yo, the Super Bowl won
Agreed.
yesterday. And we
Agreed.
just had a fun just shared our night and experience about it. You know, like, what were you doing that night? Oh, let's go back.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
and it's just like
Right.
cool to kind of have that space with my friends and family and business colleagues to just capture a moment. And it's just like 1 hour out the day, you know, and people on the outside will look at me and be like, Sean, you're focusing too much on this and that. I was like, I'm really not. I was like, I'm not even thinking about what I'm wearing or nothing. I
Yeah,
don't
right.
care.
Right.
I don't care. I'm going. It's 24 hours in a day. I just filled an hour and a half, 2 hour max slot to have a conversation with people that I genuinely like.
It just so happened to be recorded.
Yeah, and it just so happened to be recorded. And then everybody, you know, feels like, I don't know. And I was like, yo, after like 2-3 minutes, they forget that it's even
Yeah,
there.
right.
Right? Like, even for us, even for me, I'm like, I forgot, like, yo, the cameras are really.
I mean, I feel like I didn't make enough eye contact. Like I feel like
It's not even about that. It's just for us, because the results will show, you know, it's a conversational piece. Not and people say, what are the audience getting out of it? The truth is, I don't give a fuck what they're getting out of it. You know what I care about is if my friend, business friend, family member had fun. Like, you have fun talking to me, you know? And really, it's not about them. It's about you.
Right.
For me, you know, because it's about me too. It's not so much about the viewers. I realized, bro, looking at like content creators, bro, it's such a big pool
Right.
that I was like, I'm not going to work too hard to make people love me. It's either you do or you don't. Because when I come across all this stuff, I'm like, man, they have like 50,000. I was like, I would never care about this person next. But it's just cool to know that there's a market for somebody. You know, for me, it's not about building a market, but just having fun at this point, you know, for an hour.
Right.
And why not? You know, we're the creators of it. And I tell everybody, if you wanted to talk about business, go for it. If you wanted to like market something, go for it. I was like, if you want to be more intentional, there's more other places for that. You know what I mean? For me, it's just like, I care about having fun as much as you do.
Right.
So I don't really want to just keep it business, because then it's like, man, that's boring. I know you get money. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
But it's like, for me, it's just like, what's the mindset behind it? You know, what are you doing with the money and shit? You know, because if you follow me on social media, bro, you know I'm not flamboyant and I showcase like funds like that. You know, every now and then, But
Yeah, you spend it on bullshit 2C Honda hatchbacks.
hey, you already know. You already know. But I'm done with that.
Are you?
This is the year of supercar. That's my goal because that's the only thing on my big vision board that I never completed. You know? And then I realized, like, man, no other vision is coming because I haven't gotten that. But anyway, I was like, I never really had a platform to, like, just not give a fuck. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to create my own. I'm the creator of this. I can curse. I can talk about how much money I'm making.
Right.
And it's just like, yo, you would only know if you spend the time to watch it. And I was like, if somebody actually spends the time to watch these, me and Tino was a 2-hour conversation.
Was it?
And that's for all of everybody that's curious about our split. And, you know, I think that's the most sensitive one for me because we talk about a lot. And I even told, I was like, yo, drop names. Say names, say whoever you want because I am.
Snitching.
No, I'm not snitching. It ain't about snitching. It's saying like, yo, what went wrong in our partnership? Because I was like, it was a lot of outsiders that had influence in us questioning one another.
Right.
And I was like, yo, let's talk about it today. And I even say, I was like, yo, if we're mentioning you and you got a problem with it, and if it's false, yo, come onto the channel. Let's talk about it. You know,
whole beef.
And then you know what? It's not a beef. It's just like, yo, today I'm okay with having humility to say when I'm wrong, and I have a lot of humility to have a truthful conversation with somebody, and a human factor. Like, yo, we can conversate and agree to disagree. Bro, I don't mind having somebody on here, like maybe even Bolo. You know, Bolo's not as communicative, you know, unless you talk to him. I was like, yo, bro, it would be fun if we just sit here and look at each other. Like an awkward off, you know what I mean? I don't care. Like, if I have you here, it's just I genuinely, like, enjoy your presence anyway. So even if this is not your thing, and you just want to sit silent, fuck, we sit silent together.
We're just going to sit here and look at each other?
And well, probably not. I'll probably play on my phone and then look up. I'm like, you don't want to talk about nothing? You sure? All right. Well, we got an hour to spend. And you took an hour of my time, so we going to sit here for an hour, bro. And I'll go back to my phone thinking something. Yo, shit. You know what I mean? Like, yo, whatever it is. I even thought about writing 100 questions down and sitting with Ava. And I just sit here with her, and I ask her the 100 questions, you know? And every like 5 years.
Is she talking like, is she communicative?
Bro, she's so fucking smart. Like, she can't talk, but she finds ways to communicate. Like this morning, bro, you know, really pee diaper. The first thing she wake up, you know, she smile at me, this and that. She roll over, go to her drawer, pull out a pair of pants, and just walk back to me. I'm like, why would you? You know, we're not showering, just this and that. And I changed her diaper, and I put back her nightgown, her night pants on, and then I felt it. I was like, oh, it's wet. Let me change it. And then I look over. I was like,
that's what you get the pants
for. Bro.
You slow.
I'm slow, bro. She's so smart. And then look, when she poops, I go to clean her diaper. But she, you know, she could do crayons now. So she had a crayon, had one in her hand. And as I'm cleaning her butt under the sink, she's writing on the counter, the kitchen sink, whatever. I didn't notice it till I go shower her later. And I go to look. I was like, ooh. And she's right at the door. I was like, ooh. And she's like, no. And then she shut the door. And nigga's in the kitchen. I'm like, yo, she's so smart, bro.
She was like, Pop, don't snitch on me, Pop.
Yeah. She's
Not
so
yet.
smart, bro.
I got plans to do something real quick.
She's so smart. Nah, but she finds ways to communicate.
That's what's up.
So
that's dope. How old is she now?
She's about to be 2 in June.
Damn.
Yeah, so I was like, yo, she's so smart. I was like, I'm going to just sit her, ask her these 50 to 100 questions, just cycle through it, give her a response or whatever, and then, 5 years later, do it again.
Right.
10 years later, do it again.
Ask the same questions?
Same questions. And it's just like, yo, why do I have to capture adults? Why can't I capture just me and her?
I mean,
so
I don't see why not.
I even thought about just sitting here talking about a story. Maybe my first wholesale deal.
Just read her book.
Whatever, it doesn't matter,
That's dope. Ain't nothing wrong with that. 2 Chainz do it with his son.
What happened?
2 Chainz does a podcast with his son.
Yo, what if instead I remix it up? I'm like, hey guys, welcome to the Rage channel. Today Malik takes over, and I walk out. But you like, yo, guess, and then your guest like, yo, bro, whatever we want. You know what I mean? So,
it's a nice space though.
I'm just having fun, bro.
Yeah, you at the age now where it's not really always about money all the time. It's more so about the happiness and peace.
Yeah.
And then I think that's one thing, all men are searching for, especially when you find your family.
Yeah.
and then like now you settled in.
Yeah, there was a moment I had with Steve Lloyd when I went to go visit him in Cary, like years ago, and we were eating, and like I was already here, moved in Essington and stuff, and I was really happy and content.
Right.
I'm like, yo, this is like my dream.
Right.
To move out of the hood, get into a better space, have grass, be able to play bass. It was my dream. And, he's just like, more dream. And I'm like, yeah, man, I could. But then it's just like, I don't know if he had kids. I don't think he do.
He do.
He do?
They're older, though.
Okay.
But, he just left his wife to go down there.
Right. And for me, I guess there's a disconnect because I do still think about that. Like, I love his energy that he gave me to want more in life, want the riches and stuff.
Right.
But then it's just like, I enjoy what I have with my wife too, because I have to incorporate her dreams.
Right.
Because Nikki necessarily don't care for that shit.
Right.
And it's just like when I sit there and think about it, for me to get to that millionaire lifestyle that Steve, portrays everybody to want to get to, to live that yacht lifestyle. It's like a lot of sacrifice that I consider.
Right.
Because it's like time away from the family, time away from my wife. Hey, I'm going to be skipping birthdays. I know people that missed their kid's birth because they were at an event or something of growth event, and it's just like to get there is sacrifice of your time from that to do this,
right,
to get there, and it's just like, I don't know if I want to sacrifice that,
Right. No, I mean, that makes sense. Even like the guy from Home Depot, the guy who built Home Depot, he said the same thing. That when he built Home Depot, he wished that he can go back and spend more time with his family.
Yeah, and a lot of those millionaires that miss that time with their family say that exact same thing.
Right.
So it's just like, if they're all saying that, and I'm in it,
right,
I should fucking listen to what they're saying and enjoy the present of being in it.
Right.
And then I even think about the house. It's just like, Nikki loves it so much because she kind of like built it. You were there, with our contractor friend, and she loves the house so much where I'm always thinking like that, I want to upgrade. But, she has her own attachment to it where I kind of sit and I'm like, you know what? I actually could live here forever. It's a nice...
I mean, that ain't nothing but a reassociation.
Right. It is.
Because once you find another house that's nicer, bigger,
I say that
better.
too, but I would say I let her lead. But I think about, when our kids, leave the nest and stuff, I just look at that where I'm at and see if I could, do I want more? And I was like, it's like a little house on the prairie. You know what I mean, bro? Real shit.
It's just nice, though. I like your house. Your house is solid.
Bro.
It's cool.
Bro,
So,
the only way, like even Nikki, the only way if we move is if like the demographic becomes bad.
You trying to say if a bunch of urban people move in?
I'm not saying a bunch of urban people move in. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying if it becomes bad.
Ain't nothing bad come around over there. I think if anything, I think if you was able to find a crib that was bigger and probably, had the same amount of room or more, that where everybody got their own space or something crazy, and you got maybe a man cave or something, you know what I'm saying, that's still attached to the crib.
Right.
With still having a 2-car garage. I think, and it would show that it was doable if you sold this one.
Yeah, there's spots in Essington that fit that ideal. So I actually said, if I do move, I want to move to that.
Yeah, see? See what I'm saying?
I told her because, bro, the area,
it's solid. It's quiet,
bro.
It's quiet.
It's like 3 entrances, 4. 95, that main road, the other opposite side of the main road. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, and then the back road. That straightaway on my house, so that's 4. And I was like, dang, I wish they'd shut off the one on my end, near mine, and just have the 3. Because then it will eliminate traffic in my street.
Oh, yeah, going back and forth.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, but then, just to go back, it's like, I don't want to miss out on that. And I even thought about, man, you know what? I'm 38, turning 39. I really want to retire at 55. I think that's a good number.
Shit, I want 40.
Bro, that's amazing. But I was like, I know that's not feasible.
It is feasible.
Because I know that, I'm not saying I can't, but I'm just saying that I know I would love, I couldn't sit still. I would always want to invest. I love it.
I mean,
it's not a stopping, but when I say stop, and not think about it.
Even if you say retire, I don't mean you like retire.
Right. So at 55 is when I would say I want to stop thinking about real estate and just more thinking about the kids and consult them.
I got you.
You know, because I don't want to wait till I'm dead and then they get everything. I was like, I want to give them actually a great foundation to jumpstart real estate.
Right.
You know, so at 55, I just want to kind of consult them and just kind of chill and relax.
That makes sense. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I told you I bought a duplex. I thought I bought a duplex the other day. I did. So I told you I gave it to my daughter, kind of, sort of.
Okay.
So I'm gonna let my daughter do it because my daughter keeps asking me like, Dad, like, let me just get one house, let me manage it, let me take the money and do whatever I do. Like,
That's dope. How old is she?
13.
13.
So I'm like, you know what, you're right. And
Let her make all the decisions.
I'm gonna let her make all the decisions. Even when rehab comes to like designing it, I'm gonna bring her in. I already agreed and told her that I'm gonna pay you as interior designer. So you come in, I want you to pick out the tile, the paint, the flooring, everything.
Is she doing like homework? Like looking up and stuff?
She is now, yes.
Oh, that's dope.
Because I told her, I said, yo, you're going to design this crib. And if you want to get paid, you know, I'm like, usually you pay somebody like almost $1,500 to $3,000 to design a house. I'm saying, like, I'm going to probably give you the same thing. I give you $1,500. So I need you to take it serious.
Right.
And then eventually, once it's finished, I'll let her manage it. And
Give her a unit, man.
I'm going to let her manage the whole joint, bro.
Let her interview the tenants.
Yeah,
That's dope, bro.
Hey,
you should document that, bro.
I probably should. That should probably be dope.
I got my, look, besides this, the Radiant channel, I also have my vlogger, Clarity Tim. Have you been seeing it? Okay, here, let me show you his little clip that he did from the expo that he did for me. But, bro, I love capturing it, bro.
Yeah, because I probably should mix. I want to like give her.
That's a dope story, bro.
Like,
and then you do it for her, you know.
Right.
Look.
Oh yeah, that's dope. I like the start.
This is just like a real clip I could share, but the video dropped on my channel already.
Did it? On YouTube?
Yeah. I let him manage it all.
I don't think I.
Bro, I tell him the truth. I was like, yo, bro, I don't want to worry about thumbnails, capturing, editing. I was like, let me just do me, and you do you. You know what I mean? I was like, I don't want.
That's a good agreement though.
Real shit, and I was like,
because I don't want to do none of that either.
I don't want to load it up.
Yeah, I don't want
none of that. I was like, yo, bro, let me focus on me. Like when he's with me, bro, I realize when he's with me, I don't do social media. I'm like, yo, he's doing it all.
Right.
You know?
I mean, I would want the same thing because I would hate to kind of think about thumbnails and then the theme of this whole video and like how we gonna market it, what we using it for, and all that stuff. There's a lot to go into that.
It is an investment because you know, I compensate him for his services as well.
Right.
But I'm gonna be honest, I see the potential in YouTube.
Oh, me too.
Bro, I see a lot of potential in YouTube. So this is all going on there. I haven't even loaded any of this because I'm trying to get like 12 under my belt. And bro, 12 plus 30 plus reels per person.
Yeah, that's nice.
Right? Because I don't know if you've been seeing my posts of reels and stuff.
No, not really.
Oh, okay,
on
let
Facebook
me show you.
Or like YouTube?
Both, bro. Come on,
yeah,
man. Yo, come on, man.
I don't follow your YouTube. I never even.
I know I be putting action calls like, yo, Facebook fan, follow my YouTube.
Yeah, no, I don't see that.
Only Andy Weintraub gave me
guy.
That's my guy. He always, bro. But here. Look. Yeah, bro. Look, here's more. Yo, Dave's got a lot. I'm like, this motherfucker got people thinking. Hold on. Yo, and you know what the truth is? Who throws you off track? No. This one. How am I doing today? Everybody know this one.
That's a good one.
And you, I throw a ball back at you. Today, when you ask me, how am I doing today? In my mind, I'm sitting thinking, what do I feel right now? I feel calm. I feel comfortable. I'm enjoying this right here. And I'm glad to be here. I'm very grateful.
Bro, how you doing today, bro? Ever since, it's been hitting a lot of people on social media, but right now I'm just sharing, like, from each interview because we go over an hour because of great conversation. Right. Like, everybody's been going over an hour. That I have, like, 30 plus reels. So 12 people, 30 plus reels. This
Per
is all
person.
per person, bro.
That's a
Per
lot.
interview.
That's
Per
like-
interview. Cause now I'm doing 2 people at a time. You know, I just did the Plug Brothers. Shout out to Alan and Alvin. You know, they're killing it in the construction game.
I don't know. Do I know them?
Nah, yeah, they're Dave students.
Are they really?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yes, no.
But they're doing stuff for other people. You know, Margaret
Mm-hmm.
doing their stuff.
Oh nice.
Yeah, yeah. Some big players, but I have so much content that that's my season 1, and I'm gonna start shooting again in June, July for a fall season 2.
Nice. I mean that's kind of normal, right? If you think about it, if you look at TV shows and series,
Yeah,
like, that shit is recorded.
but nobody does it like that.
I know, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't think until you take it that way is when you have consistent.
Yeah, because and then it's like, yo, I'm not trying to overwhelm myself. Like when people like, you know, my coach, my team, like, hey, don't focus too much on that. I was like, yo, I'm literally not. An hour. The way I look at it is like, yo, time you don't need to manage. Time is timing itself. It's on its own, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's happening. You need to occupy and fill in those slots. So what are you filling in throughout the day?
Right.
So it's just like an hour out the day to conversate with somebody I genuinely
Careful.
care for, want to hear and stuff like that, doing amazing things. Why not?
Mhm.
I was like, it's better than jerking off. You know what I mean? You get what I'm trying to say, bro? True, right? And then I'm like, yo, it's not taking too much time because I'm not overthinking it no more. Like, I'm not thinking about getting fresh. I gotta smell good. Nah, bro. It's just like, yo, any
Content, the
other
topics, yeah, like,
yeah,
you
it's like I'm
just-
doing this so much that it shouldn't be like that anymore. You
Right.
know? It's just like, yo, great conversation.
Right.
That's what it's about.
You kind of just step out the bed and turn the camera on.
Literally, bro. And then I even think, I'm like, yo, I hope Malik got something to talk about. Because even on the way here, I was like, kind of going blank. I'm like, what should we talk about? I don't know. Maybe like
I don't know.
the black market.
Yeah, I mean, we can talk about whatever you
But,
want,
you know, it is what it is. But that's just my thought process. And it's just like, yo, whatever it is, we're going to proceed. Because somebody's starting to reference me as like Joe Rogan on the team. Like, Sean, you becoming like a Joe Rogan just being able
That's
to.
funny.
You know, because it's like, yo, if you want to give a podcast about your life and your journey, go on somebody else's shit, bro.
True.
You know, because it's like I'm doing this so much. Why I want to do this so much, like I'm enjoying it. It's like, what am I gonna say? Yo, you know my story? Well, let me tell you about my. Like, yo, you heard my story on so and so. I'm not gonna keep talking about that. It's like I realize that if you're drawn into me, you're just gonna watch.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I'm just gonna talk about whatever, whenever. There's no structure. I had somebody on here, right, and say, yeah, Sean's not gonna become famous, and I
They said it to you?
they didn't say it to me. They gave feedback to Dave. You know what I mean? That Sean's not gonna become famous, and I was like, yo, that's not the point.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I really wanted to be like, yo, I didn't care to have you on there. I just had you on there because I needed him on here. You know what I mean? I was like, you really want to, you know what I mean? And then the person I wanted on here, right? They had a little bit of a disconnect, and he was like, yo, Sean, let's do a round 2. Then I could really tell. I was like, oh, bring it. You know
That's
what I mean?
That's funny.
So, but it's like, yo, it's not about becoming famous. It's like, yo, it's so much out there that if you take the time to want to listen to my stuff, yo, you're really interested. You know, that's how I look at it. And
Right.
it's millions, trillions of people in this world. Hey, even if I have 100 true fans, I'll be happy with that shit. You know what I
I
mean?
mean, at least you got 100 people that's listening.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
100 more yesterday.
Look, my podcast with Drew, right? Revamp. There's this one guy that watched it all. His name is Ryan Geller. Real dope guy. He just opened up a laundromat in Sharon Hill with a partner. And they're about to open up another one.
That's what's
It's
up.
called My Friend's Laundromat. They just did a grand opening yesterday, right?
Did you
But
go?
Nah, because Ava
right. That's
wasn't feeling well.
So go ahead.
Yeah, Ava wasn't feeling too well. But it was Saturday. Ava's going on a tooth and shit like that. So, you know. But anyway, he reached out to me and was like, yo, bro, like just random. Didn't even know him. He's like, yo, bro, I watched your podcast with Drew. And he was like, yo, a lot of your principles, you know, just giving me love. And I was like, oh, shit, that's dope.
Right.
You know, and it's just like one person from that, to me, is like an amazing feeling. You know,
Right.
he came to the expo, showed love. I have him coming on to the podcast.
Do you really?
Yeah, I have him coming on February 4th, Ryan Geller. And reason why, I don't even know what to talk to him about, but the one question, I'm like, yo, bro, you showed me a lot of love from that. What did you get from that?
Mm.
Because I'm as curious to see his perspective and stuff. because I'm sure we share a lot of the same values,
Right.
you know, from that.
Do you want to hear because you like hearing the insight of like how people view you, or at least how they interpret a moment?
No, because I know that if that's something that they felt, that's something that they value also, and I want to see how they apply it to their life, how they use it, what's their perspective, where did it come from, you know? Because it's like for me, a lot of the values came from Nikki. In that podcast with Drew was me talking about Nikki wanting better, giving me 10 years to really do what I need to do to get it together, you know, and taking it as a joke until I woke up in year 7 when I was like, you know, I'm not going to take her as a joke. But I'm only bringing that up because I'm sure that there's a lot of credit that he probably will give to his wife too. And to me, honestly, bro, what I love about this is giving credit where it's due, because we don't talk about it enough of what it takes to kind of like navigate as a man,
right.
you know? And like I always say, for me, Nikki had requirements from me, required me to level up, required me to get better, you know, required me to work out and maintain my physique, because she is requiring me to stay strong. So it is like when I look at other girls, females, I was like, I see them not requiring things out of their man, not requiring them to, you know,
shower or whatever.
Exactly, shower, go to the gym, work out, think better, you know, capitalize more, you know, put yourself in a better situation, not accept whatever.
Right.
So it's just like for me, some of those, because I've grown so much, I wanna hear it from other men. You know what I mean? Like what it is that really got you here. Like even for you, bro, something I really thought about was, you know, you have a child with a strong woman yourself, you know, and it didn't go too well.
Right.
You know, and I think we can relate on failed relationships, you know, because my first one didn't go too well either, you know, and I don't think a lot of people know. Actually, either. You know what I mean? You know what I was going to talk about? Like, yo, the crazy thing is, prior to you guys, like, I thought she was amazing.
Me too.
Right? And I was like, hey, I wish she would follow me. I work next door to you. Come on, bro. You know what I mean?
Right,
and then it's just like, yo, when you guys connected, I'm like, wow, she's at my engagement.
Yeah, right, right.
I'm like, if you didn't know me then, you know me now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I know that's my boy.
Right. I was like, yo, that's dope.
Exactly.
It's like you were Himothy. Like you became him. Like you was like Meek Mill again with Nicki Minaj, bro. It was like that. I was like, yeah, that's dope. I know, because that's how I felt when I got with Nicki. And we both got Nicki's. You know what I mean?
Right.
So she was there and stuff. And
we were there at your proposal.
yeah, you were, bro. And you know what the funny thing was? I drove a little bit more just to give you a little bit of time. You know, it took us like 45 minutes to get there when it should have been like a 15-minute ride. You know?
Right.
But, bro, that's why I wanted you there, man. Because of your help from when I started real estate, you know, it was important to have you there. But besides that, yo, you're with a strong woman, you know? I was anxious to see how that would go, because I know what it takes to be with somebody like that, the requirements that they have.
Right.
You know what I mean? Do you want to share any of that? Like how the relationship looks good now? Like
yeah, I mean, so, I used to, she had requirements too, right? Let me think of how I want to say all this.
I know.
Because there's a lot. She had requirements too. And a lot of the requirements, man, I mean, I felt as though like they were outrageous. Like I wasn't trying to fulfill them. Especially like, you know, me of my caliber, I'm kind of like a man. I wanted my own independence. I'm not really the one to kind of just make the money and then just give it all to you to kind of dictate what to do with it.
It's pride.
Yeah, it's a lot of pride and ego. Like I can't.
Right.
I still want to be able to fend for myself because you know, things from my past.
I learned a lot about that because me and Nikki aren't like that.
Really?
Because I had coaching though. I hope she don't watch this. But the truth is, because I had coaching to not start something that I couldn't maintain. That was the overall like principle. It's like, hey, Sean, you could give her everything, but could you maintain it the next month? And I was like, dang, I probably can't. So the question was, well, what would you be able to maintain? You know? And even to this day, like, I just take care of the household. I don't go above and beyond that. And she understands though, because she knows that I gotta reinvest
Right.
back into the business too.
Right.
I think she understands it a lot too because she's an entrepreneur herself.
Right. I was
you know
about to say
what I mean?
that. Yeah, 'cause she's got her
But-
own thing.
You know, it's the same thing that you're saying, but I guess I learned to do the correct actions and also communicate it well so that she doesn't feel like she deserves everything or deserves to get all of the funds.
Okay.
You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So it's just like I 100%, yo, I a million agree with you.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, me too, bro. You know what I
Right.
mean? I don't feel like I should work and give everything.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But I was like, you know, how do I communicate this so that she understands? You know?
Yeah, I mean, in my days back then, like I wasn't used to that. I was always for myself. I was always, you know.
You know, bro,
you're not gonna say nothing
if
to
I
me.
could be truthful with you, I remember that I never really got to answer this question. And it was during that rough time you guys had, right? And you called me up and was like, yeah, let me ask you a question. I was like, all right. And you're like, am I a narcissist? You know? And I think you got interrupted. And we never finished that conversation.
Really?
Yeah. I never
wow.
really got to answer it.
Okay, well,
I meant,
it was the perfect moment.
well, you know what? Besides me answering it, how do you feel about yourself? Because I know that she was implying that on you a lot,
Right, of
right?
course, right.
How do you feel today about yourself? Because you just said before, like, I'm thinking about myself. I ain't gonna.
Yeah, of course. So,
Well, you know what? What
how-
is a narcissist?
a narcissist is somebody who only thinks about themselves.
Okay.
Right? So, yes.
Hold on, did you want another drink?
Yeah.
Bro, we're the creators, bro. We do it. Pause.
Pause.
What you want? What was it? Premiere. Premiere lights. You like the combo, bro? I do. Right? It don't gotta be what people think it is. Right? It don't gotta be what people think it is, right, bro?
Yeah, water. Water in there too?
Huh?
I don't like those tops. They give me the heebie-jeebies.
Then open it up.
Yeah, but I still need a cup. It's all right.
Just twist the cap.
It's cool. I'm good.
Right. I don't care no more.
Yeah. I'm straight. I'm gonna drink this.
All right, bro. A narcissist is somebody that only cares or thinks about themselves.
Yes. And I would say that I do have traits of being a narcissist. I think that comes from one, like my past history, and also like negotiating contracts and like negotiating deals, business deals, just to make sure like I'm winning at the end of it. That's a good structured deal for me. And I didn't know how to distinguish between a personal life and also a business. So like even if a personal relationship, like if I'm dating you, like I'm still gonna try and negotiate something in my favor. You know,
Right,
even
right,
with just like
You know, that's crazy that you say that. It's hard for you to differentiate because it's like you got to be able to switch hats.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
And I feel like even with this, people don't know how to come on and switch a hat because now that the cameras are on, they're
Right.
like,
Right, you're nervous and they gotta like
you know what I mean? Look all, you know, and I'm like, yo, this is actually a place for me to be myself, curse if I fucking want,
Right.
talk about me making
I
fucking
was
20,
I wasn't sure
25.
if he's allowed to curse or not. But
Nah, bro, all of
I
that
almost
shit.
forgot.
This is a place for me to be myself. Because think about it, bro. Social media, Facebook, how for you to like share in that little minute or clip and stuff and give somebody all of you too much context.
Right.
You know, if I start, bro, when I curse, people are like, I never heard you curse before. And I'm like, on social media, I really don't.
Right.
You know, but here, it's like, yeah, fuck this, fuck that. You know what I mean? Like, yo, what the fuck?
It's normal.
It's just, I wanted a let out
Right.
where it's just like, yo, I don't care what the fucking public think right now. You know what matters is a fun conversation with me and you. If somebody watch, cool. You know what I mean? But for you to say switch on, you know, how did you?
I mean, it wasn't then. It wasn't until later on that I started realizing that, you know, I can't always try and negotiate some type of deal that's in my favor, even deal with somebody.
Would you say you do that with like your family too, like your daughter, let's say, because you're allowing her to do this, but it's like, why don't you give her 3,000 instead of 1,500?
I know.
I say this because you know what? When it comes to like your tribe with good vibes, bro, I feel like
I had my shirt on today at the gym. Just
yeah,
yeah.
nice, bro, nice. That your tribe with good vibes, you should pay them the most. You should be
of
willing
course.
to, you know.
Of course.
So are you still in that state?
Sometimes, and I think sometimes I am, but this time with my daughter it's a little bit different because I'm trying to like teach her a lesson in the same token. So it's not always about, because I want her to get away from the fact of always just wanting money and always just wanting to buy something. Right. You know, stop being a consumer.
I'm not saying she deserves it.
Yeah,
you know,
I know,
she learning and shit.
Stop being a consumer so much. Try and be a producer just a little bit.
Got
Produce
it.
something different that people want to come to you for.
Okay, so are you today able to like switch hats, differentiate like how you?
Oh yeah. Now I am. Now I understand the difference of it. Of just, you know, it's not always about, you know, like one thing I got to go from this West Philly all the way up to North Philly, Northeast for her, and then I got to go back to West, or I got to go back downtown and then meet her to go out to eat and then do this and that. It's like, all right, let me not complain about it. Let me just, you know, not try and negotiate like, all right, let me meet you somewhere and do this and that. Let me just go ahead and just shut up and just do it just so I can just, you know, show that I care. Whether you acknowledge it or not, I did it for myself.
Right, it's a practice.
Yeah.
And it sounds like you're practicing, you know what, it ain't about me. Let me just flow with what it is that would be best for her.
Right.
Right. It's true. So you're saying back then when you asked me that question, you were?
Yeah, back then it was like,
Oh, gotcha.
like, yeah, no, like you're not going to have me do all this stuff and then I don't get nothing in return.
Right.
Like, you know, I think one of the things was like, you know, if I stayed over her house for like, let's say half the month.
Okay.
In her mind, she wanted me to pay half of her rent. But in my mind, it's like I got my own shit. Like I'm only coming here because you don't want to come to my house.
Right.
Let me just shut up and pay it.
But then it's just like, it leaves something in you that wasn't right.
Right.
You know what
True.
I mean? Because then it's just like there's a bit of resentment that you did it. So it's like going into the next month, like, I'm staying not half the month, I'm going to stay 12 days.
Yeah, right.
10
True.
days.
True.
You know what I mean?
True. I'm not coming over as much.
Like 31 days divided by 10 days is what?
Right.
Why am I paying a full day? We splitting that.
Right, exactly. But then again, it didn't matter anyway.
You narcissist motherfucker,
Right.
yo.
So then it didn't matter anyway.
Oh, my God. All right, well, I guess I don't need to answer the question. You already knew you was. Well, I didn't think you knew then.
No, back then, no. Not really. I mean, not too much as how much or like what I was.
Bro, in truth, it's hard learning about yourself.
I know, I agree.
The bad stuff, I would say it's hard to learn. Because you know how many times, like, let's just, to simplify thing, playing basketball. Let me do a half-court shot. Yeah,
Right,
yo,
right,
I already knew.
Right.
But then it's just like, I'm a narcissist. You know, it's like a little bit of humility you gotta sit with yourself to learn.
Right.
Like, I didn't know that.
Right. Well, it's crazy that I'm reading this book now. It's called The Power of Now.
Okay.
And this is kind of like, it surprised me because the book isn't like really about like the power of now in regards to like a business. It's more of a spirituality type of thing.
I love
connection.
that. I love shit like that.
Yeah, and what's crazy is it's like it's blowing my mind every time I pick up the book. And today it talked about the psychological reference of time and then clock time. So it said when you got something coming up, so like say for instance like these interviews, right? You got these interviews coming up, you're getting all nervous, you're like the fear of like what we're gonna talk about, what we're gonna say.
Never.
Like, I know what I'm just saying, like the whatever, the person might do, whatever. But that's the psychologically fear of time because you don't know what's going to happen during this time. But when you prepare for it and you kind of like, you're okay for it, they consider that as clock time. Like that's just normal.
Right.
You're being present in the now.
Right,
So
bro.
when
Like you're feeling it.
Exactly. So therefore that's clock time. So therefore that's the power of now. And I was thinking like the power of like now, like get your ass up, stop procrastinating. But it was more so of like understanding being present in the moments and understanding like what you're in and not get lost in like the ego part of it and the pride of the mind.
We're taking it with you.
Yeah, and it takes you to a whole nother place and turns you to a whole nother person.
I used to do that a lot with sellers or even buyers. You know, when I get in, mainly with sellers, like if I go into a meeting with them and they give me this whole spiel of a story, I take it home. And I'm like, damn, I'm all sad and shit. Like, I'm thinking about them over and over.
Right.
Only until I learn that I can cut myself off when I exit that, you know, and be present for the next thing, you know? And that's how, bro, exactly what you're saying is how I'm able to do all this over and over. You know, I'm doing like 4 conversations a week.
Oh, nice.
And people are even like, Sean, like, damn. I'm like, you know what? I'm not even thinking too much. Like, time is happening so much.
Yeah, right.
But look at all the fucking slots we gotta fill.
Yeah, right,
like I'm like, yo, I'm trying to fill 2-3 a day. Like, yo, let me knock this shit out.
And think about how much time you're spending, those slots you're spending in the presence of being now, and not like just being here and still thinking about what you're gonna do after this or what's Ava doing or when you get back. You know what I'm saying?
No, because it's like even when I look at, this mindset happened like sometime last year after I started a 1-year coaching program with John Steingraber, North Jersey investor, entrepreneur, broker. He owns Signature Realty, if you ever heard of it. You do? Oh, shit, okay. Shout out John. They know you, bro. They know you. Philly know you. But anyway, bro, that's when in one of the classes he said, guys, you don't need to manage time. Like, time is always happening. What you need to do is fill those slots in with things for you to do. Right. You know? And I was like, oh, shit, that changed my mind.
Right.
That's what made this so much easier. An hour here, hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever. Boom. Next thing, after this, I got a 1 o'clock appointment. Oh, shit, 1 o'clock, 1:30.
Oh, no, I had to change my 1 o'clock to 1:30.
Yeah. I have to change it. Let me text him now because this conversation is good.
I know, it is good. That's why I was like, yo, I got to tell her 1:30 because I'm meeting this lady. See. Yeah, bro.
But yeah, bro, you know.
Power now.
Power now. I 100% feel that. It's hard for people to be present. Now, I say today in general, with so much distraction.
Right.
You know, for me, I was like, you know what? I'm glad it's filled.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. You know what I mean?
And then when I'm here, I'm like, cool. We're here. Right. You know? I worry about the next thing when I get there.
I do the same
thing.
thing.
It's so much going on. Like, even now when I used to comp properties, I'm like, man, it's like if I comp this now, it's going to be so much in between before I get to that appointment. I was like, nah, I'm going to just comp it like 10 minutes before.
Yeah.
You know, like I'll be present for that comp.
Right.
You know?
And then you can take it into what you meet them now. You're
be present 100% full. Bro, it's hard. Right. I like that.
Yeah, the book's dope. But it talks about, too, how, you know, everybody has that voice in their head that talks. Excuse me.
Your subconscious, conscious, whatever you want to call it.
Whatever you want to call it, you got that voice. And because you got that voice, now you need to not always listen to it and not let your mind always dictate, control your thought process. And
would you say that voice is like your op?
I think it depends.
Right, okay.
I think it depends on like where you at as far as like connection with your mind, your body, and spirit.
I agree with that.
Because if you aren't well grounded to understand that the voice in your head is here to help you, then yeah, like that voice can turn.
That is true. Like it's always in safe mode where
exactly
your it would always keep you safe. Like even if you want to go on a roller coaster, knowing damn well you're scared, like don't do it.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Exactly.
Or it could be like you said, knowing where you're at. It could, like for me, my conscience is on my team now. Like now it's talking to me in a way like, man, just go fucking talk to Malik, man. Y'all always got a good conversation. You could talk about anything.
True. Right.
You know, like like my conscience today is pushing me.
Mm-hmm.
After that, go knock out the other appointment. You know,
Yeah,
you got
right.
one more. Yo,
Right.
the day's over.
Right.
Just go knock this shit out.
Right. Then
You
you're
know?
like, when you finish, then relax. You
Yeah,
can bullshit.
yeah.
Oh, do
Have a
whatever.
drink, roll up, time.
Yeah, I feel you. Right. I
Yep,
did the same
yep,
thing.
bro.
I did the
Yeah,
same
same
thing.
shit.
I mean, I made this. I don't know if you know about that. Amazon publishing. You create a book, and then like people buy it. You don't really make the book; they make it for you, print it and ship and all that. So I made a day planner, and I write my day planner every single day. And once I like knock out majority of the list, or I go through the list like once or twice, and it's like, damn, everything's pretty much done. I'm waiting over follow-ups or response. I'm kind of like, I'm done for the day. I'm not really like clocking back in probably until like 4 o'clock.
Bro, it takes like travel is a lot. You know, going to and from appointments, and I realize like because I'm slotting my time so much now. I'm like, yo, you can only do so much in a day, seriously.
True. Right.
And it's like, even if you wanted to do more, the time frame to do it, other people wouldn't accept. You know what I mean? Like, I could work till 2, 3 in the morning, but it doesn't mean people are going to be working.
Yeah, right.
Nah, like, dang, I can't get an answer till 9 a.m.
Anyway,
You know?
right.
I like shit,
I
you know?
I don't
So
know if you use the send later on the iPhone. Do you use that?
Send later.
You,
I don't know.
You don't know about that?
What is that? Like a premeditated text or something?
I think that's a little bit of a deep definition.
Okay.
But it's more so just saying like, I'm gonna text you at 3 o'clock this afternoon, and you can pre-arrange for that text to go out.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
It must be something new.
I mean, since I think 18 came out, whatever it was.
Okay.
I forget. I've been using that every Sunday.
Oh, shit.
Every Sunday at night, I'm setting up premeditated texts like shit
For the
to
morning.
you, shit to anybody, everybody throughout the whole week, just to follow to make sure like.
They have something called shortcuts. You ever seen that?
That's something different.
Yeah, that's something different where you could just click a button and
Right.
I use that a lot.
Do you?
I was using it on you. Good morning, bro. Sending good mornings out there everywhere.
That's what's up.
Everybody on the list. I had one for sellers, had one for buyers.
Oh shit! Yeah,
Yeah.
CRM system in your phone.
Yep, I had one just to remind. Look, I can send one out now. Look, here. It's still here. Where is it at? Right here, right here. 10 push-ups. Boom. This is a reminder. Look.
It goes to who?
Dave. He'll be like, short. I love when you remind me of your push-ups. I like that
That's
shortcut.
That's funny as shit. I need one of them.
Look, 5 buyers. This was a auto text to my team, like, yo, let's get 5 buyers today.
I got you.
Delete that, because I ain't doing that no more. No, but that's dope. Your subconscious.
Yeah. So yeah, do I think that everybody has a negative voice or if it's the ops? No, I don't think so. I think it converts to that depending on your state of being.
Yeah. I remember like when I was like, I don't know, somewhere in my 21, 22, I got this book called Make Today Count by John Maxwell. I remember this book like the back of my hand because I got it from my team leader who was doing ACN. He was like a team coordinator. So after like 3 levels, team coordinator type stuff, you know, executive team leader, executive team trainer.
He was up there.
Yeah, he was up there, team coordinator, and he got me this book because I leveled up fast, you know? And then that was my first mindset growth book. And I realized that, man, it really does switch your thinking.
Yeah.
That was the only book I had, and then it went absent for years. And then it only came back when I joined Renata's of growth mindset.
I got you.
You know, and then that's when I started to really see my conscience switch from like keeping me safe, like you can't do this, you know what I mean? Like be careful.
Right.
You don't want to spend that money, you know what I mean? To like, you could fucking do this.
Right,
Get that
of
shit.
course.
I want a good life
Yeah,
too.
right.
You know, now it's like for me, I think my subconscious is my future self. Like
Of
this
course.
motherfucker is in the
See something
R8
that
and shit.
Yeah, right.
And he's telling me like, yo, I need to
Right.
fucking stay in this car, so get your ass up.
Yeah, right.
So that I still
And I
live
need
this
it
life.
sooner. I need it sooner.
Right, bro. So it really switched, and I was like, man, like people really got to choose that shit, you
Right.
know? Because you can easily feel lazy and have it feel like nothing. I felt like, you know, Tina went through that because during our separation, I remember our conversation, yes, I remember our last conversation. He's like, why would going to Renata's or any of these meetings put money in my pocket? And I'm like, dang, man, he don't see it. And that's what I say, he don't see it. He don't see the value that people want to work with him, want to do deals with him.
Right.
You go this to create the business. You know, it's not like going to the store to purchase, like, you know.
Right. You're not clocked in nowhere. This ain't no job that's just going to pay you.
And then that's where I was like, man, there is a spiritual trust mindset growth level to doing this.
Right.
You know?
Especially when you go out on the limb.
Yep.
Especially when you're in a whole new industry, whole new thing that you never done before.
Yeah.
So,
Like, even after we split, I was still getting results wholesaling, and I wasn't sharing it. Like, because I didn't want him to feel no type of way, you know? And that's when Dave was like, you should share it, because I went through that same thing. I didn't want my friends to feel any type of way. But he was like, you should share it because you should want them to see it so that they fucking come back.
Right. So that way they want to do it again.
Do it again. You know, I was like, oh, shit.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that made a lot of sense. I was like, you
Davis-
fucking right, share.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Look at that man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dave's a smart guy.
No, I mean, it was true because, and when Tina was here, you know, he said, like, you know, I did feel left out and this and that and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, bro, it's not that I was like, well, why would you? And I asked him, I was like, why would you think of me if I didn't have all that? I was like, would you ever felt the need to want to come back and do real estate if I wasn't fucking getting results?
Right.
You know what I mean? I was like, keep it real. You know what I mean? I was like, I was showcasing this shit so everybody fucking see the shit real.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And especially you.
Especially you, yeah. Your appointment got pushed back, bro?
Yeah, she did. She just responded, so I had to make sure. Yeah, so kind of like just keep going on and on. But that was the one thing about the narcissist thing that kind of I had to ask other people so I can get an understanding of if it's true or not.
I think it was the first time somebody called you it, or I won't say called you it, but made you aware.
That, and it was also the first time I ever had to realize that my business relationship is different than like my partner relationship.
Yeah.
That,
I mean, you guys were strong individuals in general. And
Right.
I don't think you guys had conversation on what it's like to be two strong individuals coming together in general.
Right.
I know because I went through that with Nikki.
mm-hmm.
You know, and it's just like in reality, like there's a dream state where like you guys are both commingling, you're both
Right.
bosses.
It's perfect.
Perfect. Like the fucking movies.
Right.
And there's real life where it's like, yo, there is submission on somebody's part, but it's not all the time. You know, it's only certain aspects where one gotta like lead.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. It's true.
And
to be honest with you, I think that conversation, we should have had that conversation because I need to have that conversation with a lot of women that I date because of like who I am and who I normally like to date. Is I like to date strong women.
same.
So if I don't have that conversation, I'm learning now. If I don't have that conversation in the forefront of saying like, listen, like I don't want to take lead on certain things. I'd rather you take lead on it and vice versa.
Yeah.
Then this ain't gonna work out.
Yep.
Because, you know, women have their own tasks and understanding on what they think men should be doing, regardless of the fact.
Right.
And
It's true.
To me, in my mind, it's like I got the same thing, but certain things like I'm not going to spend no time on because it's not worth it to me. Especially on like certain things that what it is, depending on what it is.
Hold on, give me 1 second.
Yeah, this episode is brought to you by. It's like no.
Yeah. You know, I learned is that if you can't have truthful conversations, if you don't know how to communicate truth, that you have to do a lot of prevention then. You know? Like, you know how they say truth will set you free? It's a real statement. What people don't give clarity on is that you have to accept that truth with no emotion for it to set you free.
Right.
You know, because you can see the truth and be fucking mad. Like, why is it like that?
Right.
You know what I mean? Why is it that, you know, kind of like a truth. Men have stomach, women have wombs. I think that's the truth.
Right.
You know? And men could be like, you know, I would say what's it? Narcissist men would say, nah, they got stomachs too. So what if they birth? You know what I mean? But then it's just like, yo, for me, when I sit back, I'm like, man, they give, like, that's a whole universe inside there.
Right.
Like that shit's
Different.
amazing.
That
It's
shit's
different.
That
You
shit's
know,
different.
that's the truth where it sets me free as a man
Right.
to appreciate that womb, that universe
All
that
that
they
down
create
there.
fucking light.
All that down there.
All that done. So it's just like that's truth in general. If you can accept it with no emotion, it does set you free where you can just allow it. You know, like for me, like another truth with women is that they're never happy.
Oh. Oh.
Like they ask for something, you
It's-
do it.
it's still
And
don't
how
be
many
happy.
times as a man,
Still
like
don't
I
be
know I
happy.
went through like, I did that, cool.
Right.
I did that. A month go by, I just did that.
Right.
What are you talking? I just
And
did this.
and
this.
in their mind, it's like it never happened.
ends. It never ends.
Right.
And it's just like, excuse me, why should it end? That's what I like. Why should it end? Because I know that for me, it never ends.
What you mean never end? What
It never.
ends for you?
I never stop wanting shit.
Oh.
I never stop wanting X, Y, and Z or this, that, and the third.
Right.
So why should they stop wanting after they've received something?
Right.
Don't we always have a new vision, a new, goal? So then when I was like, for me, it's just like, all right, I just got to prepare for this next one.
Right. Makes sense.
Like, look, Nikki's birthday, December 30th. That means I have Christmas and her birthday, right? So she sent me all of this Christmas stuff. And then for her birthday, I was like, let's upgrade. I normally get her an iPhone, right? So I was like, if you want, let's upgrade your ring, because she wanted to upgrade her ring or add a band to it or something. And I was like, yeah, when do you want to do this? How much do you, she's like, how much? I'm thinking like 12, 1,300, 1,500. That's how much an iPhone is. She's like, what? You can't upgrade. It's going to be a couple thousand. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You know what I mean?
Like, bruh.
Right. And I was like, yo. I'm like,
She wanted you to spend 100,000.
right. So then it's like, hey, there's some truth here that we gotta talk about.
Right.
Right?
We got what you want.
Right.
And we got realistic.
Yeah,
and we
some
got the
truth
truth.
there. We gotta work on this.
What's up with you? You push your appointment?
Yeah.
You good?
I gotta go though in like 10 minutes.
No, that's cool. Me too. That's more enough time.
I didn't think this 1 o'clock was popping like that.
Really?
My appointment.
Yeah, man. So I understand it. I just got recently dumped too. So.
You know what? Let me call her. We're gonna do a live call with my seller. Make sure she cool.
Yeah, set that
I
up.
hope she pick up.
I'm gonna coach you through it.
All right. She likes 80 something, trying to move into a nursing home.
Yeah, that's my lane.
That's my lane.
That's my lane.
The old ladies love shiz.
Hello.
Hey, Margaret, it's Sean.
Hi, Sean.
Hey, I'm running about like 30 minutes late, okay? So I'll be there at like 1:30 or sooner.
For what?
You know what? I probably got the wrong Margaret, I think. I'm sorry. I got the wrong Margaret. I'm sorry. My bad, girl.
How you call her wrong Margaret? Were you just texting her? You texted the wrong Margaret?
I did. I thought I had this.
You got too many.
Margaret.
You got too many hoes, Speedy.
Stop.
It's like, no, let me stop
Stop
before
before,
you get killed.
Mm-hmm. Appreciate you, bro, coming here.
My pleasure. I appreciate you asking me.
Yeah.
He's doing it.
Yeah,
It's,
I know you wanted to get some conversation going.
Yeah, of course, man. You know?
Bro, I've been having so much fun.
I know you were leaving me out.
Nah, that's a lie.
Nah, it's not true.
Why?
Man.
I got so much practice before you came on.
That's a good way to flip it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Right.
You did a good job too, man.
Bro.
I felt comfortable.
Yo, now like doing this, when I went to the expo, I just interviewed everybody.
Did you?
Like all the vendors and shit.
Oh,
And
like
that was fun.
recorded it?
Now, like, you want to see one? I'm gonna show you one.
I didn't see that because you didn't interview me.
Not vendors.
I was a vendor.
You wasn't no vendor. You was a speaker. My guy
Excuse
Tim, he did all the edits on it. Oh, where's this link at?
Oh, really?
Oh, I got one right here. I downloaded it.
I might need Tim to come record me and my daughter, man, so we go check out this
Bro,
spot.
that'd be a dope story. Here.
With Alpha Funding with my man Matt Weber. Matt, this isn't your first expo. No. How many have you done? I have been doing these expos for 9 years. Shit, you a veteran. Alright, so I know you see the value of coming.
For everybody I was talking to, I was drunk.
Were you?
That's Jack and Coke.
Were you? You twisted, huh? You hear a story about Matt Weber and them?
Who?
You want to hear a story about Matt Weber? I did the refinance with them.
Oh, yeah. Talk to me.
I hated it. Whole process. Whole thing.
You hated it?
I hated it.
Dang.
And then after the fact, I found out that they got this default interest. Default interest is where they charge 23% of your principal balance, unpaid principal balance per day.
They charge you 10%?
23%.
What the fuck?
So like my one payment,
We have to jump Matt.
yeah, my one payment every month was like $906, some shit like that. So I'm like, the 1 month, so I put it on auto pay, but I guess Wells Fargo, it was too soon. Like I wanted to do it the next day, auto pay, and it never went out. So when I went to go check it,
No.
it was already late, 30 days.
Damn.
So when I looked at it, I mean, I went to go like make the payment. My payment was $900. It went from $900 to $4,600
God damn.
from default interest.
Wow. That's a little sneaky move right there.
Yeah, bro. And I did like $1.5 million refinance with them.
So what happened? That was that package deal.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, I had to fucking tell them to roll that shit to the back end of the loan.
No way.
Yeah. And then start making payments again. But
Like, I'm not doing that.
right.
That's crazy. Matt,
So-
I'm gonna come talk to you. Man. You fucking with my guys, bro.
Yeah,
What
man.
kind of shit is that?
Right. And then the other one I tried to do I tried to refinance my office with them. And
How'd you find him?
the event.
For me?
No, the event.
Oh, okay.
I was at the event and spoke.
You could have
one-
said me just now, though.
All right.
You know what? I don't even want that
Yeah,
credit.
you don't want that. You don't want that. That's Nick's credit.
Yeah.
So yeah, I met him there. And he did I was looking at him and somebody else. And he seemed like he was gonna be a little bit better. He was saying he can pick the appraisers and all this stuff, and then come to find out he ain't do none of that stuff.
Mm.
He wound up spending all well, actually I'm lying. He did it on one. The other one he didn't do it on. Man, my guy, I'm lying. He did pick the appraisers, which was cool. I got my guys did it.
That's good.
Yeah.
You did get it done.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Except for the office one. The only one he didn't do was the office. They tried to get me on some like couple houses down or a couple properties down. They'd had it cleaners,
Mhm.
and they were caught dumping illegal chemicals back in 1950.
Damn.
So they were saying like my place got affected, so therefore they can't.
I remember.
They can't do the
I remember
refi.
that because we did the title, I think.
Yeah, remember?
I remember that.
Yeah,
But you're done with it, though. You did refi out.
yeah.
That's
I use
cool.
somebody else.
That's cool.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm done with that. That one's cool.
All right, bro. Let's get to these appointments.
Let's go, man.
Let's do a part 2 because I think we have a lot more to talk about.
Of course,
Yeah.
of course.
Let's do a part 2. We'll schedule it. Let's schedule it right now.
All right.
All right, guys. We're going to do part 2. I got the Plug Brothers team coming soon. I'm going to have like 8, 9 people on here
At once.
at once. It's a contracting team.
You got enough mics for all that?
They're going to have the sound is pretty good. You know, it's silent, so these mics pick up really well.
Do they?
Jess, how many episodes do I have so far? This will be your 7th. 7th? Oh, okay, cool.
And I think you have one more on Friday.
Yeah. So Malik, let's do a part 2 because I want to ask you like other things about like Link and stuff.
Oh yeah, that'd be a good one.
Yeah, that'd be a good one. I want to be truthful about him.
Mm-hmm. I got video on my phone.
You guys fought?
No,
You guys gonna fight?
no. We
You
went.
want me to set it up?
We went to Chris and Fee's wedding.
Oh, I remember.
Remember that? And we got into a whole
Yeah, I remember.
altercation. I got the video from that night when,
No
when we
way.
were fighting.
Yo, let's watch that next time.
Mike Mike got his ass whipped.
Damn, but he's the one doing all this.
Got his ass whipped.
Yo, that story sounds fucking wild. Yo, let's save that for the next one. March, how about February 5th? 11?
11:30?
11:30 is good. All right. Sean and Malik.
Yeah, so he got his ass whipped
Two.
by one person.
Damn.
I got the old John, man. That shit was wild. That night was wild. They pulled us in the back room. And
I buy them ugly.
yeah.
UGLY.
Yeah.
Ugly at Gmail.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
And
I remember you telling me about it, and I was like, this sound like made up and shit.
No, that shit was real. Bro, they're settling me out for 50,000.
Right now?
Mm-hmm.
They're what?
They're settling me out.
For 50,000.
Yeah, for fighting.
Damn. You're getting 50,000.
Yeah.
So then they're on you. You had to get a lawyer and all that.
Yeah, I sued the shit out of it, man.
Wow.
Bro, I walked out of there, man, my eye was swollen, my lip was swollen, my hand was
What
swollen.
about Mike?
Mike had a busted, he had a busted lip and lip was swollen. And
I know,
a
but
black
is he
eye.
getting anything?
No,
Why?
because he didn't sue.
Damn. He crazy. He a witness, though.
Yeah, he was there on the film. You can see it.
Who'd you get the film from?
My attorney.
Mm.
When he sued him, they got the film
From the...
from the bar. It was at Barstools.
All right, hold on. 11:30 is not available. 1:30?
What did you say? Yeah, that's cool.
All right, 1:30.